Go live for a little bit. Why not, yeah? Alright, let's plug it. Oh, dude, I forgot to Pokemon Draft Analysis on my server. I'll do that later. Stream on. Quick, little Pokerogue stream. Alright. Thriller, 22 months. He might be the GOAT. You're shiny hunting in Endless? There you go. I am really bad in Endless and I don't really understand it, so I'd never be doing Endless. But we'll do some classic runs. And again, I'm not like super deep in my bag. I've gotten a lot of shinies in this event, which is really, really nice. But what do you call it? I was kind of done. When having a run ready for events is cool. Yeah, it's just very boring, so I never learned how to do it. I've just been running standard over and over again and like farming eggs because each like leader is giving like an egg voucher even if you beat them before. So I've just been running it over and over again and winning that. It's kind of been the plan. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some standard runs. I just hatched a Lugia, which is really cool. Oh yeah, the blue shiny Fluttermane is pretty sick. The blue shiny Fluttermane is pretty sick. Maybe we'll do that as our like main starter guy for this. It's blue. We've already beaten with it already, but whatever. Cheat code, by the way, Mega Alt is like an with all of its egg moves is an auto win into E-turn, man. Like auto win. This guy's nuts, and it's 1. So I've just been slotting it over and over again. Yeah, we're just gonna try and like stack some luck, I guess. Diggersby is crazy too. Oh, is it? I caught a shiny Celebi and I hatched a shiny Lugia recently, which and a blue shiny Wo-Chen, which is really cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna egg farm and like get a couple winning runs going before the end of the event today. Like I just beat Mono Fairy with this combo of 3. They were pretty fire. Guess I don't really need Mega Mawile though. I am kind of close to getting its what do you call it? Its passive though, so maybe I will. I don't know. I also kind of just want to like stack another what do you call it? I think I want to stack another red shiny just to get more luck. Yeah, we'll do that. I think this is fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. I think I have 1 legendary egg ready to hatch soon too. Should be cool. Let's see. What's my egg list? Yeah. Not close to hatching. I mean, we'll probably hatch it on stream, which is pretty cool. Again, drop a like if you guys haven't done so already. Yeah, just gonna be playing some Pokerogue. Nothing crazy. Just a little something light. Pick one, or turn 1 map is actually pretty clean. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. Like special attack. Now we're just gonna stack some shinies and shit. Hopefully, have a good time. Maybe get our Fluttermane passive, which I don't think I have up to this point yet. So, yeah, we'll just chill for a little bit. What do y'all up to? Hopefully, having a good one. You know what we can maybe do? Because I have them in the description. Maybe we can watch people's draft analysis for LTM. Oh, maybe we'll do that. Low key might be the play. Hold on, let's do that real quick. Let's do that real quick. Hold on. We'll go here, here, YouTube. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go screen capture instead. Oh, that's cool. Hidden Power Podcast is live. I fuck with them. Let's get this cropped like this. Yeah, this is, you know, this will be a good use of my time. I'll get to watch everybody's draft analysis because I haven't already. And we'll continue to get some Pokerogue in. Alright, start drafting in BFO tournament. Oh shit, that's happening? That's dope. That's dope. That's a really fun tournament. I'll rock with that tournament. I've played it a few times myself. Alright. Snag mine. I forgot to plug my draft analysis on my server. I love the little intro that Sunny did for it, though. I love the little intro that Sunny did for it. Alright, let's pause this. We'll start from the top. Let's watch Amels. And we'll kind of talk about teams.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, dude, he lagged. I was like, what happened to Amel?
And once again, we are back, as always, for more draft.
There you go. Here's my goat. Yo, the internet. The internet.
League.
Alright, there we go.
And this
Alrighty, chat. There we go.
bringing you
Little Subway Surfer aspect for y'all.
Who don't remember, a year ago, my friends created a low-tier league. Like, they didn't want to use any of the leagues they have and just make it low-tier.
Let's put that 2 times.
And that was how LTM was created. And like that, it's low-tier.
Let me know if he's too quiet for you guys, too.
Low tier is very power crap, you know, because Gen 9. So when you think of low tier, you might not think of Pokemon like Terrakion, Azel.
Dude, yeah, I mean, some people were like, that's not low tier. I don't think we realize the monster we're playing with in standard now, yo.
Well. So yeah, that's gonna be, I mean, it's Gen 9, it's power crap to the max, even in low tier. So yeah, as for me, in the draft, you know, we are placed, we get to pick when it's our turn. Out of 16 people playing this league,
Oh, a little graveyard. Sizzly slide. I keep seeing that shit, man. Alright, what starter is going to be this run? Turtwig. I'm okay with that. Turtwig's ass. I'm completely cool with that. Turtwig Tailo. Okay.
I didn't know what I wanted to get. I mean, I had ideas, but then I was just like before I made a decision where I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So I decided to go Prima Arena because I know that I will probably not be like the best Pokemon of the draft, but I know for a fact that every time I will bring it, it will be good and useful. Very good special stats, amazing.
Yeah, I think Prim is super strong in low tier. Very, very valid round 1. Like, super valid round 1.
Psychic noise, you can like if you feel like it. But yeah, might not be the star player of the team, but it will always be useful, no matter what. That I know for sure. For the second pick,
let's put this in the thing, too. Also, watching LTM DAs. Dude, that's a +1 disarming voice. Thank goodness we ate. Thank goodness. I hate when they talk about low tier. Gen 9 RU looks like Gen 8 OU. Hey, man. It's not exactly low tier in Peldeodex, and you have to work with the with Peldeodex, you have to work with the mons available. And some mind-blowing mons don't even get drafted in T-Turn Conk. Well, that's what I mean, though, dude. Like, so it is low tier, right? What you guys are saying, I get what you guys are saying, right? Like the low tier, it's not like low tier of the past. But dude, it's low tier. These are all low tier Pokemon. Most of these round 1, round 2, round 3 picks, a lot of them don't get play in standard. Like, regardless of them being good before or having crazy stats, whatever it is, X, Y, Z, yada, 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 they were not, big Slowking, they are not highly played or highly touted mons. They are just not, you know? Pokemon like Tyranitar have not gotten drafted consistently all gen, and T-Tar has fucking, what do you call it now? T-Tar has a knockoff. Could you imagine knockoff T-Tar just going undrafted in low tier in any other gen? It's just a product of the generation that we're in, you know? Like, it's that simple. As much as it, like, you could say, like, power creep sucks, yada, yada. Like, I get it. I do get it. But, man, that's low tier. That's low tier now. They are just, low tier is not what you expect to be low tier up to this point. So, we'll easy there. One turret is the best first starter, and Gen 4, yeah. I think all the Gen 4 starters are good. I'm saying, I'm not worried about it in a competitive context. Up to this point. Yeah.
It has extreme speed.
I mean, but it didn't even get drafted. That's the crazy thing, Thriller, is T-Tar went undrafted in LTM. T-Tar gets drafted because of Sand's standard, but like Stand isn't super standard now.
So I guess you can see that I have 3 guys in, and now then Astera. This change will make upgrading 4th pick comfy.
Shouts to the S tier luck, by the way. Where my damn shinies at?
You're not able to break through it. It's not like it, but trash is just a stupid ability.
We'll just Psybeam and Floaty Fall will just double into the spot.
One of Comfy's weakness is that it can struggle with the types versus berry.
Week am I on? So I just played week 1 3 days ago. So I'm on week 2. We're not doing 2 weeks in advance like VGC. It's just 1 week. So I played Vatsa week 1. And that game's already done. It'll go up on Sunday. And I play Ant or it's whatever in week 2. Dude, Terracomfe is gonna be a demon. What a scary mon. Like, what a terrifying Pokemon. Amel's team is very Amel-like in the sense it has like a lot of like the load, like all like the utility demons that can do vastly different. Master Ball and fucking floor 17. Jeez. All of his guys do different shit. Like it can be very very versatile and be very silly. We'll switch to Plusle because Plusle has Power Spot as its passive, which is pretty demon. Oh shit, I don't even have an electric wave yet, that's annoying. Oh well. Who's the strongest team? Honestly, I don't know. Bias? Me? No, he breaks through. Just Terrascyther. I don't know, we'll kind of see as we go through today. Obviously, like, Amel's team I don't think is conventionally very good, but Amel knows, I do think that about most Amel teams. He gets it done, he locks in, he does well with his builds, but pretty often his builds are not conventionally good, you know? Yeah, Terrascyther's super slept on for sure. Really strong Pokemon. The issue, though, is Amel really struggles. We're gonna go Lake. Amel really struggles with keeping rocks off the field prior to Scyther coming in and tearing, so it's hard for him to run Eviolite sets, I think. You know? What about you, Kaz? Do you have anybody you think has, like, the best team overall? I did my plans for my last few picks, and I believe Trevenant was the better grass type I have left. I mean, there's definitely other grass type for sure, but I want to use Trevenant. It's been a long time since I've used it. Plus, it gives me a ghost types, you know, to block resistance potentially. Okay.
It's not the most impressive Pokemon, but Harvest is a pretty strong ability. Being able to reuse berries again.
Shoutouts to the lag. I'm gonna put this in LTM too.
Absorb more easily. Look at this, it's just berry for healing. Yeah, it's a ghost type, so
Dude, what is going on? Playing Pokerogue, but also watching LTM DAs. Come hang. Alright. I've forgotten everybody's team. Valid. Fandoc isn't up yet, no. No, not yet. Hey, look, we'll figure it out as we go here. I'm assuming that means you watched most of the draft analysis, though, then. I'll get Earth Thunder for Encore. Shiny. Beans.
Not the flashiest, but by far a good, reliable Pokemon. Next, I went with the Meow Stick.
It's always nice having those, like, catch one, check everything Pokemon, or, like, catch one, check, like, a ton of things Pokemon. Lax can super be tailored in a low-tier metagame to, like, just check everything. Like, blanket check the entire game. Unless it's a fighting type, Lax probably soft checks it if it wants to. Did it disable my fucking Earth Power?
I used to believe that they have at least some different moves, the male and the one. I didn't dive deep into what their different moves were, but I just noticed that a lot of moves that the female would like to use, the male gets it. So if you're most of the time, the male is just superior all the time because at least you get to hide whether you're make them think you're more likely to be the support.
I just forget that this guy has good speed too. 104 is pretty nasty. Oh, I got crit.
And then last pick.
There you go.
I had basically 2 points left, and I was liking a steel type.
Those usually become my comfort format, but with Natix we can limit the stuff allowed. That's fair.
In my heart, I did consider having 4 form, but I was like, it was not like good for 1 or 2 matchups.
Sunny, let's go. Give me a special attack boost.
I still go with it because its typing is still great. It's still very tanky with Eviolite, and there's a few moves that
Sliggushui is pretty crazy.
we got gets.
I don't know, I feel like Natix is even more power craft. I guess, like, I don't like playing, like, low tier. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the draft. Again, I try to keep this very simple. And on that, I hope we'll be able to make a good comeback to LPM because, we didn't play also, yeah. See you guys later. Week 1.
Hell yeah, brother.
So
Go, Emil.
So see you
Alright.
later for the
Let's watch you. Bam. Dude, shouts to the intro that Sunny made. Super gas. Here's whose video. Bam. Oh shit, I'm a bot. Sorry, one sec, guys. I tried to plug in LTM, and I fucking plugged Emil's draft analysis. Oopsie. That's hella funny. All shiny charm. Dude, Azelf, so broken. So who obviously had a first overall? This Pokemon's really silly, I think. Like, incredibly silly. Debatably probably should have been banned. I don't know. I mean, like, the defensive holes in it. Oh, fuck, I did it again. I did that last time I had a fucking plus run where I just spammed A on Switcheroo, the move that doesn't even fucking work. But yeah, I think this one's gonna be really strong. It is interesting because, like, obviously you see Alho go around too, who typically goes, like, with, like, these stall-oriented builds, which probably isn't the best, considering the, like, Azelf probably isn't, like, the most optimal, like, top tier. He could have gone with that playstyle, but, like, he could also go a little bit more balance-oriented. The hell does this Meryl have a sharp beak? Bounce? Azu? Die? Yeah, I think Terracyclosaur is really good. More so if you're planning on using it offensively, though, in my opinion. I think if you're gonna plan on using it like as like that regen pivot spinner U-turn guy, probably a waste to put Terra on him. Especially considering the Terra Captain who got later. Super valid. Yeah, that one. Like your team with the Walshion team. Oh, interesting. I'm interested to see how Terra Mamoswine does. I don't know if I like see the vision yet. It could be raw. Ooh, legendary, shiny. Oh, another Koraidon. I have one, but adamant and darts. Shit, bro, it might be a fucking Koraidon runtime. Shit, we're gonna do Mono Dragon. Hold up. I'm gonna beat this dude, get my egg voucher. We're gonna do Mono Dragon. Dude, shout out to Pheasant's Shitty. What a terrible Pokemon. I think it's a Koraidon runtime. OG, you know, that's me, baby. Oh, Swamp. Ah, I mean, we're gonna literally kind of scrap this run immediately. Let's look at a crazy biome. Nope. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, but like Sinister like went super early. I think it was like round 2, like as a Terra Captain. Oh, oh boy. Okay. Good luck to everyone doing finals, dude. I only got one this week. I only got one. I'm used to low tier Terra and like low tier my goats are like Lapras and Terra Go-Go. Let's see now loud. You can Terra this, so it's gonna be overkill. I guess, but like they're just like strictly better Terra captains, I think. Like they're just strictly better mons. Like if you're used to playing low tier, it's just a completely different format, you know? So like sure, would Terra Mammo be broken where you have Terra Lapras and Go-Goat? For sure. But like I can Terra my Gallade and fucking J-Bear can Terra his Gyarados, right? So like the scale is different, you know? So, I don't know. I don't see the vision on Terra Mammo. I think Mammo's good, and I think Terra won't be bad on it. Like, it's not going to make it worse. But at the same time, could we have gotten something, like, got more value out of something else? Oh, shit. There we go. Cookbot's put in work? I'm saying, like... I'm saying... That's my goat. You want to talk about a goated mon? I almost Terra... Ivy Bear, but I put Paramount or Terra Gallade. Oh, I disagree. Obviously, I drafted it, so, like... Obviously, I'm going to disagree, but I super disagree. I don't see why... So, this is where I see it, right? Maybe we'll watch Fritos next, and he'll give me an explanation. But what is the reason that Terra Mamoswine is, like, good? Like, what does Mamoswine gain out of Terra other than being stronger? Because you can make that argument for literally any Pokemon. Oh, I just got a grade for a big test. I need to look at this shit. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Not great. Not bad, though. Not great, not bad. I got a 70. But yeah, what does Mamoswine gain infinitely out of Terraing that other Pokemon don't? Is like the way I see it. I don't know. I don't know. Could be wrong. I just don't see it. Can I reduce cost? No, I can't. I can't get another 1-pointer. That's really annoying. Can I use you to reduce costs? Nope. Big Lug. Dude, the Thug is in. Shadow Sailor XC. Dude, all the spin. We are monopolizing spin. It's completely monopolizing spin. We'll give you a citrus for now, I guess. Yeah, flying resistance are really important in this format. Like super, super important. I think flying is like the best offensive typing. Flying and fighting. Flying and fighting for sure. Is Dragon Dirge Koraidon fucking broken? I need a sunny day. Yeah. Legendary. Beans. I mean, yeah, 1 point is... I think 1 point is fine. It's an okay seal. I think A12 used it well because he's A12, to be honest with you. I'm not convinced I'm like, wow, Jumpluff is the GOAT, you know? That's a fine starter to fight every fight. I'm cool with that. Dude, shouts to the era of people not uploading 40-minute draft analysis. Real ones remember when people used to upload like 80-hour draft analysis, and it was brutal. It's as off low kicks like balance. So I wouldn't say this is like hard stall, but It's like Ass Elf low kick's mouth. One dart killed the 2 HP or the 2 bar guy. Jesus. Alright. We'll watch. You know, we'll watch Frito before we watch Jason. Because I do want to, I want to hear the, I want to see if I can understand the bag. On the Terra Mammoth fine. Dude, look at the intro. Of course! Dude, I love the glaze. Let's go. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I do love Hera. Great round 1. When I think of low tier, I think of Gardevoir and Heracross. Speed stat, they get good coverage moves. Close combat, Prasad, pair with flexibility, and then it's got Moxie to just take over a game. Also gets access to Earthquake, Mega Horn, Knockoff, and some other good moves. As this is low tier, there's not that many fairies available. I may have been slightly too early on this pick, but I can't let my girl Sylveon not get picked by me. So we picked Sylveon. Sylveon is there you go. Little mascot. One of the best fairies in the game. It's got the amazing pixelate. Like into you specifically, Terraglass, Trailblaze, look, man, looks good. Maybe Salazzle, but it gets stressed that you struggle a lot. Yeah, but do you need... Okay, but this is the thing. Do you need Terra Grass to have it function that way, right? Like, is the attack boost on my Blastoise that significant? Slash, like, the water resist. It's nicer, for sure. It helps. But is it needed for that to function? Like, does it elevate Mamoswine to that much of a degree? Or can we just Earthquake the Blastoise once, then it's in range of, like, Trailblaze plus Earthquake, right? You see what I mean? That's where I'm a little iffy on it. That's where I'm a little iffy on it.
And it's just great for that support or power. For round 3 pick up first Terra Captain. I'm not sure what Mamoswine is doing in low tier. I'm not sure why it's not banned for Terra, but hey, I don't mind it.
See, I don't agree. I don't know.
It's not oblivious, so it's immune to Intimidate, and there are quite a few Intimidate users down in the low tier, things like Incineroar, things like Crocodile, which was a high tier pick. So yeah, we've got that going for us. Snowflake is in the build game not to be able to use, and obviously evasion boosting. Pick that makes those fire and ice moves just do very little to us. We've got a massive 110 HP stat, a massive attack stat, 130.
I don't know, like Mamo's having its worst generation by far right now. So I don't understand the glaze, and there's a reason it dropped to round 3, you know? Like, that's why it was allowed. There's a reason it dropped that low. Love Empo. Big Empo fan. Good pick. You're gonna be running competitive every week, man. Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. Also, fighting being one of the best offensive typing, becoming a resist really helps, man. Yeah, but I'm not using it to take those hits. You know what I mean? Like, oh, a shiny, look. A little shiny Igglybuff. Okay. A little something light. Take it. No, I understand. It makes it better, but there are better options. Oh, Iron Trap, that's cool. I didn't have that. Oh, and Shore Up? That's fucking nuts. Delphox. See, like, I think Delphox is infinitely better as a Terra Captain on this team. I love Terra Delphox last season, and I think it's an infinitely better Terra Captain. Yeah, good one.
Next up, we got Kilowatt. I needed something that was going to be immune to ground moves because Serena's currently the only thing that resists them, and I needed an electric type, and I needed more speed. So Kilowatt does all 3 of those things.
Oh, let's go Dragon Arch.
Brilliant as a blind type. Oh, we got competitive ability, which I explained earlier with Pokerogue. This is going to be fast.
I don't like how Dragon Arch is broken. It doesn't work in, like, the smart targeting. Yeah, Kilow's good speed. Like kind of a format where Kilo can thrive in the sense of, like, it's kind of piss weak, but, like, not in low tier. Which is clutch. This is a fun secondary Terra Captain, too. Definitely more offensive, but, like, possibly for the team, regular Delphox is my kill leader to help me win a low tier championship. I mean, I used Terra Delphox last time, but I'm not saying regular Delphox is bad. See, this is, like, where I think the disconnect is right now with us. I don't think regular Delphox is bad, but it becomes infinitely better with Terra. I think regular Mamo is good, and it gets better with Terra, but it doesn't need it to function and thrive. Whereas I do think that Delphox becomes infinitely better with Terra. Oh no.
And finally, I had a few points left, and I was like, I don't have a dragon. Am I going to need a dragon? I want a dragon, just because, hey, it's a dragon. And Flapple was the only dragon.
Valid.
I've never used Flapple before. I've only seen it used by Pokerogue when it was like low tier FPL or something like that. Or P4G.
Dude, shouts to Pocket Monster MD.
So, it's not really good. It might come in some games, it might not.
Applin Line Connoisseur.
I am here.
I I remember short and sweet. Yeah. I think he has some awesome pieces. And again, I don't think the Terramon is bad. I think people think I think that. I just think there are better Terramons. You know? Shout out to Jason, his bot videos going crazy. Alright. Let's go. Shout out to Jason. Jason also is getting his videos edited by Sunny. Alright. Let me pull out this here. Again, only 5 viewers, but if you guys want to drop a like, I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it a ton, actually. Okay. He got Lycan Dusk pretty late, man. Another great pickup for Jay, dude. This is a really late Lycan Dusk. This spawn's really strong. I think this is just like, I know some people are like glazing the Terrakion being loud. I think this spawn's just better than Terrakion. Okay, Volcanion. Dude, shout out to the 4-minute draft analysis. Jay might be the GOAT. Let's go. I love the Healing Wish aspect. Getting 2 Volcanions or getting 2 Lycan Dusks, super clutch. Miracle Seed. It doesn't even do anything for me because I'm going to get rid of that move. I'll take a Flame Charge. I don't like the Hitmontop pick. I told Jay this, though. I'm not big on Hitmontop. I don't think it functions as the spinner that he thinks it will. You know? It just doesn't function as a spinner. I got Lycanroc Band, low tier league at home with it. It's really strong priority and great speed tier. Wait, you play in leagues that like have like Terra Lapras as their strongest mom, but they allow Lycan Dusk? ¿Por qué? That's crazy. I was banned Lycanroc here. Dude, I love the little wobbly LTM in the background. It reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. I'm here for it. Yeah. Fun team from Jay. I think he has some passive mons that I'm not super big on, but like, in general, team's cool. Alright. On to Endless. Okay, there we go. Okay, it is on 2 speed. You gotta speak up, Endless! You gotta speak up! I'm using Terra Lycanroc Dusk in a league, but Terra Armorage has been carrying the team as a kill leader. Yeah, Armorage, it seems like one of those things where, like, is Lycan Dusk good with Terra? Yeah, but Armorage probably benefits from it more. You know? Yeah. This is Endless, by the way. I know he did like a little channel preview, or like a little, what do you call it? Like a little channel update before, so we kind of just get past that to watch draft analysis. I'm sure it's very pertinent and important information, but I will not be launching. Yeah. Let me know if you guys can hear it too, or if I gotta turn up like my OBS. Because it's pretty quiet. Big Tentacle, round 3 Tentacle. Fun fact, guess what round Tentacle went in the BBR? Standard, last season. Also round 3, guess how many games in game 2? 1. Okay, little quiver dance from the Wormadam. Good night. It's very quiet. Yeah, I'll turn it up. Yeah, he's gonna tell Endless about his, that's literally as loud as I can make it. By the way. So, this is as loud as I can make it. We need some speed. Fuck, I guess we got Electro Sui. That's very valid. Very valid. Okay, Drain Punch. Fine, now, there we go. Claim 4 when I ran Terra Grass. Remember, for first impression to activate policy and had an Endure was great. There you go. Yeah, it is like a super, like, Mickey Mon. Not like, I can't believe you're using it, but like, it just kind of accidentally wins games with Terra.
I wish I had not had to do that, but I did end up using all 5 of my free agency transactions, meaning that the team you see today will be the team at the end of the season.
Yeah, Endless gutted his shit a little bit.
Which is Hisuian Typhlosion. This is Illumina, the Typhlosion, because it summons back things from the graveyard.
He definitely gutted his shit a little bit. I'll book up.
Also, it's okay, speed 9 just some speed creeps.
Typhlosion's really strong mon.
Anyway, but it could do that, but
I'm here for it.
It's here to click the eruption button and watch things fall over. It's here to break down grasses for Electros, it's here to break down steels for Okidogi if they're neutral to fighting.
That is not a poison type, or that's not a dark type. You cheater. No brick break.
I originally wanted Armor Rouge as my fire type, but a bunch of snipes, as I said, so that forced me into pivoting to this role in Grace.
It's pretty funny that it gets brick break after Drain Punch, just like an objectively worse move.
I definitely think I can make it do work, and it's not isn't bad at all, so hopefully it does what it needs to do. Weak to rocks is annoying, but Terracles are the best spares in the format, so I can ideally keep those hazards off to keep Typhlosion in peak condition to keep using Eruption. I've got another weapon in Grace, the third of the Hisuian trio, Braviary Hisui.
There you go.
Is named Curious. Again, could be a good name for that.
So that
this is my second big breakground special end. Hurricane and Esper Wing and Heatwave.
I think this mon really appreciates being Terra though. It was definitely one of our more expensive Terra captains too, but I think it for sure appreciated being Terra. You know?
And that's pretty good enough for me. It gives me a ground immunity outside.
Did I get an 8? I'm sure I did. That was a great fucking little round there.
And hopefully can do what I need to do. It just, again, I'm just looking to punch holes so that I can clean up with something like Typhlosion or Okidogi or Electrode. Yeah, I've never used Hisuian Braviary before. I see it do work. I kind of wish I could have Terra'd it, but it just didn't work out that way because I think it's much better with Terra. But that's fine. So, Hisuian Braviary, we have a trio of Hisuian mons. Quite interesting here. Shout out to Viz for doing a whole thing of it. I do not have those cojones, but got 3. Now, Venom I actually did draft during the draft itself, which is Weiss the Grimsnarl. Weiss is a demon Grimsnarl. And this thing is here for, I mentioned screens earlier. Screens are really good on this team. Also, more momentum of parting shot.
Shout out Grimsnarl. They're buffing up the Swablu a little bit. Those are annoying Pokemon. It's weird because, like, whenever I've drafted Grimsnarl, I'm like, wow, this guy is literally fucking terrible. Like, awful Pokemon. Every time I play it, I'm like, wow, I hate this guy.
Last time I used Grimstar was at the very start of the generation in a tournament called the Balanced Hours Tournament, run by the BBL. You probably know from Uber's Wi-Fi, you know Giovanni fan. And so I won that tournament absurdly close.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
Fast Legion, among other things, but Grimstar was a pivotal piece of that team. Providing screen support, I needed to raise Havoc on the tournament, taking out numerous really good players.
I'm still +1 I am.
Hopefully Grimstar can do that again here and pop off in a format without the strongest Pokemon in the game. In fact, a lot of the weaker Pokemon in the game. So maybe even better, we'll see. Then we have another Grace pick, which is Sneasel. I need speed, so here it is.
More speed. Dude, shout out to the speed core of Hisuian and Sneasel. This is a Pokegame all-time lineup.
Just to knock off and triple axle things. Revenge stuff is everything else. Ice Shot, Courage, nice. 115 speed is really good. There's a lot of mounts around the 110 range in this format that are very scary. So anything available to pick those off is really useful.
It's a me. What's up, C-Kip? How's it going, Brody?
That's fine. It just quicks its attacks and things do not enjoy.
Hopefully well.
It's a pretty simple Pokemon, nothing too crazy about it. Fun fact, Sneasel back in the day was considered the best speed options in low tier. Back in like Gen 7, even early Gen 8. I don't think it's really lived up to that now. Gen 9's really caught up to it, but it's still fine. I'm happy to get it. It is kind of repping the draft, the logo, even though it's not Hisuian Sneasel, it's just regular.
Don't poison me.
It's still like
there you
go. Line, so that's pretty cool. So I guess kind of a mascot pick.
Dude, Sneasel went crazy. A Mudkip fan. Ayo. Yeah, dude. What do you call it? Sneasel went crazy in SPL. That's pretty cool. Well, he went nuts. Oh, I got the last egg move on Gyarados. Let's go.
Rocks and Glare are a really nasty combination for just controlling the pace of the game however I want to.
I knew there are a lot of candies, not really.
She has basically a really good stats absorber, but my team does not really like taking stuff like Burn and Paralysis so far. So being able to switch into an account with that, Shrug goes off or even rest them off.
Nice, man. Yeah, I know he's doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Nicknames. I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Even though I'm not running Terra on it, I still think I can weigh up to what he did and get a couple of Toil Sweeps ideally. So
he's another person who does like themed ones every time.
We have 2 Pokemon that would pick me Grace. First, we have my second Terra Captain, Big Ampharos. So I haven't really seen this thing do much until I played it in EDC.
I like Ampharos as like a low tier like flying resist. It just the issue with Endless's team that I have right now is it feels like a lot of very mid guys. You know, like there's a lot of mid going on. What do you think Gen 10 Pokemon Draft League will be like with how expensive Switch 2 and the games will be? I don't think that it's going to be played on cartridge. I think it's going to be played on Champions. So it all depends on like how Champions is structured. So I don't think we really have like a good gauge of it yet. Yeah, I think it really just kind of depend.
Big Spidops.
What's up with this event? So it's just like, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's like double shiny rates or something like that. You get a shiny charm in Classic at 10 and 25, I think, or like 8 and 25, like first rival fight and second rival fight. Yeah. Sweet, thank you. Change log isn't up to date. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. It's just increased shiny rate. It's been going on for like the last like week or two. It ends today in like 7 hours or something like that though. So just keep that in mind. Oh look, blue shiny Barboach, big. Let's go. Little blue shiny, 34 candies for it now.
time. And once again, a huge thank you to OG Albina for inviting me.
Of course, brother. I'm excited to see him. Let's play.
That said,
I always love when Showdown guys start uploading.
Check out everyone's description. They're all awesome coaches. I'm really excited to play with all of them. And hopefully you are excited to watch those. With that, have a great night, everyone. Peace.
You have a great night too, Endless. All right. As we do, I still haven't watched SPL Finals. I need to do that. All right. Who's next? Daniel. Dude, I don't want to say hello to your little friend. E-Ray, why is yours so long?
Beautiful people, welcome to the LTM Pokemon Wi-Fi Draft League. If you're
It's so long. Oh my gosh.
Pokemon Wi-Fi Draft League battles. Do me the massive favor, show your support, hitting the thumbs up button, and if you're new, por favor, hit the subscribe button, post notifications, and hit the bell button so you can notify every single time we post a new video. This is
Shout out to the Seed Sower giving me passive recovery. I'll take it.
Season of my child, we're looking to bounce back, man. We've been in the trenches, we've been grinding, we've been working, we've been doing the same things that we've been doing in the past to help us be successful. We've been flexing those muscles in the PPL tournaments, and we've been doing pretty dang well there.
We've been doing the same things in the past. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
So hopefully to bring that good fortune into the LTM.
I would record and do Wi-Fi, but not having a way of jetting Mons makes it awkward. There's so many jetting servers, bro. It makes it so easy. It is easier to gen Mons than it ever has been in the past.
Valiant, all those Pokemon are gone. So the highest tier Pokemon in this draft league are things like Iron Jugulus.
Like, there's so many free like servers you just join, paste your set, they get sent to you.
We're gonna go ahead and break down the team of what we drafted this season. We're going unscripted, guys. We're gonna go old school, break it down, sit down together, grab a coffee, chill out. Let's go ahead and break down what our thought process was.
We're going old school. AKA, Thierry forgot to prepare a video. He asked me if he could stream this, and I told him no. Or I just didn't respond, so he assumed no, which is a valid assumption.
Let's talk about the very first pick. We were pick number 2 in the draft league. For those who don't know what draft league is,
I just joined this random, probably shady Jennings server. Just join Berry Chan, Flux Capacitor. Those are the 2 big ones. Zero Aura Emporium. Those are the 3 like big ones. And you can join and not sketch at all.
In the matchup, so they know what Terra type it is. But you don't have to Terra during the matchup if you don't want to. So you're not limited to any Terra type. But you do have to unveil that information before you begin. So without further ado, the very first pick is going to be Iron Jugulus. I was the second pick overall in the draft. First pick was Azelf. Unfortunate by who? So we decided to go with Iron
Oh, dude, look at the transition with the cool circle face cam.
A very slept on Pokemon. Last season it was allowed as well, but this season they decided to allow it to become a Terra Captain. So yes, this is going to be our Terra Captain. Or this
Look at this guy.
But this is going to be our designated Terra Captain for the most part. Not really going to give out.
We're in the graveyard now.
This guy is so freaking good.
And there's the graveyard mascot himself.
Being able to use the Core Drive ability is really nice. Core Drive allows us to use the booster energy, being able to boost our highest stat. And if your highest stat is speed, it boosts.
Yeah, Jugo's gonna be really strong for him.
But speed, attack, defense, special defense is 1.3 times boost. But for the most part, it's either going to be a special attack boost on this Pokemon or a speed boost on this Pokemon. Now, the reason that I think this is going to be really good is Terra Captain.
Oh, there's a little scale shot. I'll take that.
Very, very good, at least in my opinion. Dark Flying, being able to hit very, very strong on the special offensive side. Dark plus Flying, Dark types Pokemon that don't really come. Let me say, Pokemon that want to come in on Dark type stab are things like Bug, things like Flying, Start Fighting, which both are weak to Flying, which is really cool. And then Fairy types, which is Flying is neutral towards. This guy does have access to Hurricane as well as Air Slash. Air Slash is probably going to be the move that we hit of choice, to be honest. Because
oh, boo.
Risk the Hurricane misses. Smile.
Jugo gets nasty plot. Dude, I play next gen. Jugo gets a lot, man. I'll be honest. There's Cotton Guard, and that's how we beat E-Turn. As long as we get to E-Turn, we win this run. That's the crazy thing. Like, Mega Ult is that, and we get Mega Ult, I guess. But we have a Mega Bracelet, so, like, pretty likely that we're gonna get it. I'd be really mad if we didn't.
So I do want to be able to, utilize the different coverage that this guy has. And to me, being able to Terra into a different type that is going to help us defensively to be able to live a hit from something that could
Grip Claw, I'll take that too. Sure.
I think it's going to be really, really nice. There's a bunch of different things that this Pokemon can do, and Terra allows it to open up that avenue. And being able to set up with is cool. I mean, it doesn't really get much setup options, but the booster energy is going to be really huge, really, really huge. And you don't have to run booster energy sets. You run things like heavy boots, things like Choice Specs, things like Scarf. Assault Vest could be really nice to really take advantage of that coverage. I just felt like on paper, Iron Jugulus being able to Terra feels really good. It feels very strong. And then the next Pokemon,
it's definitely very strong.
There is not very many steel types in this type of format. It's a very, very shallow pool to pick from. So I feel like picking up.
Oh shit! How much is Focus Punch gonna do to my +1 guy? Yeah, ouch!
Phenomenal for the second pick. This is the very
did not fuck with that.
Second to last pick of round 2, and this guy is gonna be really nice to help us set up screens with being able to
utilize 4-hit.
Gives us priority to all of our non-attacking moves. Things like priority spikes on the way down.
We're +1/+1, so we can't lose, right? It's like literally how this works.
On our team. But this is going to be the main thing, right? All these resistances, really only weak to fire in round. Look at all these resistances. This is fantastic. The stats aren't, crazy, but being able to have this many resistances is so freaking good, and it does help the stats.
I mean, Keys is just really strong in general, right? Like, especially in low tier. I want to speed through my offensive. Let's go. What format? What's the format?
It's access to Magnet Rise, which is really, really nice. But this Pokemon ultimately is going to be here to support the team, and getting such a crucial support piece very early, I felt was very viable and super important. And being able to have a lot of support with Iron Jugulus is key.
Standard. There you go.
At the beginning of the next round, when we were kind of thinking about where we're going to go, this is a good pivot time. We wanted to go something that is going to want to come in on Iron Jugulus.
There's so much trouble. Holy shit.
Pokemon, and we wanted some more physically offensive muscle. I was kind of searching around the board. Luckily enough, the coaches were really joining, so we had quite a long time to.
Quick line, I'll tell you.
Which is nice. So I was
Low
really thinking about this at
keys.
the very beginning of round
He's
two.
the last low
Then
season,
took
low
it,
tier season, but lost in quarters. Yeah, I love keys in general. Like, I'm a big quiche guy. Like in standard, the defensive typing plus spikes, the T wave, like Mickey control. Like there's it's just so much so well.
Put on the film and look at it. Fairy types want to come in on Jugulus. Steel types want to come in on Jugulus. Both can be handled by Ceruledge.
Such a good mon.
Attack power. Very strong Pokemon. Bitterblade. Bitterblade is the signature move of this guy. He's right here. Basically giving us 50%
Dude,
back
shout outs to this thing, which is completely walled
It's crazy.
by this entire
being able to take down the steel type. Also a good step sweeper with
biome.
physical attack. We do drop our defenses and raise our speed by 2, which is really nice.
Zamacy was allowed. I mean, I've seen places do that.
Which is really, really nice.
I wouldn't say I necessarily agree, but
being
like,
able to break the things that wants to come
I'm glad I caught guard there.
And
Less damage.
matchup,
Yeah, I wouldn't say I necessarily agree, but like, not like the craziest thing, you know?
Can show up every single week and have the flexibility. And if one of them can't do well being Jugu or Ceruledge, we can drop one.
Okay, shiny.
In regards to breaking or sweeping, so they work well together, but they can also.
Unfortunate. It was just a
That makes sense, which is really good. So I'm excited to use
Digley with a hat.
Flash Fire is also really
Or
nice.
Digley with hair.
As well. But as we move forward, we wanted to gain more utility to the team. We're very limited, so we decided to go.
Alright,
with
let's
Donphan.
bulk up.
Basically going to be here first.
Don't be shell smash.
Also a strong physically defensive presence. So Donphan being able to come in and soak up physically.
And good night. Oh yeah. I was gonna say 2 hits definitely kills, but with weak arm we kill like 8 Sinistra.
Getting something to be removed
Or
from
Volty
the
guys.
is going to be super key. So now we have a very reliable spinner, if not the most.
Shouts to Donphan Rain, only real ones now.
Is very, very good. Defensive of 120, very slept on. Offensive 120.
Don't clear Curse Body. We didn't get Curse Body. Let's go.
Weakness, things like water, grass, or ice. And dish out a hit is nice.
Yeah, Koraidon might be
Ice Shard is
broken.
Cool. Gets Ice Fang, gets Ice Spinner to be able to hit flying type Pokemon, take grass type Pokemon as they come in. Knock off to remove their item is really nice. Strong Earthquake.
Koraidon might be broken.
For those flying types. The coverage is great. I love it a lot. For the most part, it's going to set up Stealth Rock. For the most part, it's going to get rid of hazards with Rapid Spin and really allow Ceruledge and Jugu to not have to run boots, especially if my opponent has a very hazard-centric team, which is really cool. Also, Sturdy can really come in handy in a pinch. It's basically a built-in focus sash, and allowing us to run heavy-duty boots and use it as an emergency button in case we face things like maybe Gyarados, which was allowed to Terra this season. Being able to soak up.
I like how his plan for Donphan immediately
literally just any kind of sweeper. And if we're in that
is heavy duty boots Donphan.
hopefully be able to knock it out just as fast. Now,
And roar it, I guess. Yeah, you can roar it. It is allowed.
First batch of Pokemon were water types, so we're trying to figure out, okay, so what's a good way to break down a bulky water type, any bulky water type in the format reliably, and really support the team otherwise. And then my brain automatically went to Munch. As we have Rotom-Mow.
I'm not
coming back to the team. Fantastic electric and grass type Pokemon with the incredible ability to levitate.
ever running Smash.
Are no longer much of an issue here, especially being able to take that pressure off of Ceruledge.
I've never run in Smash twice. I don't know if you're here, Addison. I'm never running that shit. I'm never clicking a move that's gonna make me lose if my opponent has the right item. I'm cool. I'm straight.
I don't believe it can Terra on that team, but being able to
No, my fucking Quick Claw. That sucks. I want that
take
back.
down, especially in a low tier format. And there's also really bulky water types. I believe Suicune was drafted. My logic was not, but there's a lot of really bulky waters that basically get shrugged off on the team because Munch simply exists. Fantastic stats, 107 on both defenses, 105 special attack. HP a little bit to desired, but you know, if you invest in HP, it'll be okay. This guy's utility bag is incredible. Will-O-Wisp,
Okay,
choice
back.
scarf, things like that. So this guy,
Cheat. Why not?
This guy is so reliable, does what it needs to do. Every time I use Munch, I think
I feel like I don't take a lot from this guy, so I'm just gonna bulk up in his face. It's a fucking Hypno. Yeah, I didn't take half. I had a feeling that this guy's terrible.
Back around, we really wanted to prioritize speed. There isn't much of it at all. We don't want to force our monster on choice scarf if we don't have
No
to.
flamethrower, please. I'm cool.
Things like Talonflame, things like, I believe Greninja was a first round pick. Obviously, we're not going to get it around here. I'm just giving you the example of speed kills. Kilowattrel was available when we were going to go to Rodon.
You said Greninja?
Better fit for the team, but just giving you the example of Pokemon. Things like Talonflame, things like, I believe Greninja was a first round pick. Obviously, we're not going to get it around here. I'm just giving you the example of speed kills. Kilowattrel was available.
No.
Rodon ended up being a little bit better.
Greninja is not allowed. We did not allow low tier Greninja. There's a line.
Was really good on the team that I had mentioned, and then got back up from Sven.
There is a line.
Pokemon, I feel like it's going to be really good. Let's get Inteleon. Inteleon is going to be very good for the team, not only to fill out that speed role, but a very strong, especially offensive Pokemon. Typically, when Pokemon are fast, they're not very strong. But this is both. They have a 120 speed, 125 special attack, definitely a glass cannon.
Specs, little Houndoom,
To be left to be desired.
little fucking Drain Punch to the face, little all my health back.
That can be boosted by Sniper. Would be really nice.
What's the naming thing I'm using in LTM? We're doing Cypher nicknames again.
Boosted by Sniper.
I feel like that's become my thing.
Can happen. Without focus energy holding the focus of the scope lens.
I feel like it's become my thing.
To crit, which is actually still really good. A 50% chance to get an incredible boost to your main stab move. I think it's still incredible.
Oh, I found my counter.
Watch out for crits. I'm looking for him.
Oh no, wait, I found my counter. Oh no, I get 6-0 by Gewies.
Having access to air slash doesn't
Okay, that did nothing, because we're fur coat.
priority and vacuum wave, which I actually didn't know that it had, which is actually kind of nice. Has access to ice shard as well.
Okay, we're good.
For something that maybe we need to get the priority that is faster than us. Icy wind can be good in a pinch to be able to drop down speed for something else in the back to clean up the game. Who knows? If we need to boost our speed even more with agility upon a switch out, we do that as well. Sucker punch could be really nice. Has access to
There we go. Now we're gonna bulk up.
I think I remember having footprint for stab, pivot momentum, but either way, it can switch out. It can get that initiative if we need it. So this mon
1, 2, 3.
very fast.
Could you imagine killing Toxapex with a +1 scale shot?
Which is really cool. Whenever you have a pretty specific game plan.
Do I even want Collision Course or do I like Drain Punch? I like Drain Punch more right now. I'll be honest. Maybe I'll like memory thingy, the stuff, but I like being able to heal that off. Can I post Subway Surfers on the screen, please? No.
You don't really want to bring Sterilage on that because typically most fighting types.
I can't spell that. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab Snowy because she's literally driving me up the fucking wall right now. I found another counter. To my cry.
This mon is a poison and psychic type.
Snowy.
Very bulky. Best ability in the game in Regenerator, which is really nice. That's what I meant by, yes, it's also weak to dark. However, it can take the knockoff, threat it out, and come back later, gain the health back, and still be able to take that knockoff regardless. Because if we invest in that defense, it'll be great. This guy has all the stats in all the right places. It's not supposed to be fast, so we can always run a minus speed boost in nature, plus whatever attack or defense that we need for the matchup. If we need to be mixed, we can be mixed. If we need to be special offensive, we can be special offensive. The coverage is incredible. It gets things like liquidation, things like flamethrower, things like ice beam, earthquake, hydro pump in a pinch. Also gets surf, I think. It gets scald still, which is phenomenal to be able to threaten burns, which is cool. Future sight to be annoying as we come in, set up future sight, get the regenerator out. I can get curse boost, boost physical defense, physical offense, trick room sweeper. This Pokemon is a very strong attacker and a very bulky threat. If I want to run Iron Defense Body Press, we can do that. It gets slack off for recovery, which is really cool. This mon has a lot of tools in his tool belt to make sure that it's able to do what it needs to do in the matchup. It's moldable.
Okay, we're so back.
Matchups. And then from here, I wanted to get
Whatever Deer is saying,
resist,
I agree or disagree.
So I don't really want that to be the main dark type resist because there's going to be a lot of very prevalent and strong dark types.
The team is Zamazensis, DOS, Gliscor, Alamamamala, Terra Hydrapple, Pekarunt, Howling, and Terra Masquerade. He looked at that team and said, you know what this needs? Webs.
Baby, my son is here. Let's go.
I'm here for it though. It looks fun.
Pokemon, and it does evolve into Annihilate.
Hydrapple's the ghost resist. Hydrapple's the whatever you want resist. I respect it.
Very, very good. And then also it can be.
I respect it.
Things like close combat, and also my boy gets.
Okay, little bulk up. Little scale shot. Yo.
Boom. Showing this.
Little scale shot. There you go.
For this Pokemon. Being able to come in and soak up a hit boosted by Eviolite and then boosting up Rage Fist and literally just running our stab close combat.
Terra Hydrapple went absolutely crazy. There you go.
Weak. This guy gets access to Stealth Rock, which makes it a very.
I probably did not need a double scale shot there. That was too risky.
For
For no reason.
Attacker with great bulk.
There you go.
So I think that it's going to be really good in a low tier format. It's going to be very slept on, in my opinion. Allows us the resistances that we need, a little bit more offensive firepower, and some good utility. Being able to set up hazards and relieve that opportunity off of Daunting, which would be really nice. So now we have two reliable as well as spikes on left.
I feel like Dragonhearts would have just killed it.
To really pick up and run away with the matchup. And then
I remember when we like saw Primeape got an evolution. Obviously, Annihilate was like everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Annihilate is broken." Blah blah blah. Like off rip. But people were also like, "Dude, Primeape is gonna be him with Eviolite and Rage Fist." He was not.
I think this Pokemon is very slept on. I've used it many times in the past. Very.
Do you know my opponent playing well? That is literally how the game works. My opponent played well and killed a lot of my Pokemon. Valid. True, that shit happened to me sometimes.
And it doesn't have to run rapid spin in case we don't want to. And there are opportunities where Cryogonal can come in and be really useful. It has access to Light Screen, which is really nice, as well as Reflect. So we have dual screens on a very fast Pokemon.
Dual screens, Cryogonal. Let's go.
Another especially defensive Pokemon that can shrug off hits. So we have more support pieces with more pull, which is very nice. Rapid spin is huge for this. And my offensive threats that want to come in really often don't want to have to run heavy boots if they don't have to. So this basically gives us.
Okay, we'll do this and we'll just boom burst, I guess.
Last Pokemon that we decided to pick up is kind of a filler type of thing. Got 2 points left.
Do I lose?
You're allowed up to 3, but you're only allowed 24 Terra points. Into Terra Jugu, it was 22 points, I believe. No, I think it was.
Oh, dude, wait, am I raw? Am I raw?
But I didn't have a 4-point Pokemon.
Am I raw? Hold on.
Which is leaving us only 2 points in general. So we got a 2-point Terra Captain, and one that kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. We decided to go with a Vidmon.
Splat?
For 2 points with Terra, I feel like is very good, very very strong.
Shit, I don't think it's propaganda.
To be able to do what it wants.
I think it's just like probably true at this point, yeah.
Powerful threat if you allow it to get going.
Boom burst, spam. Oh my gosh, I'll target the goat. Saved my ass. I actually almost got Terra Vivillon for 2 points too. Low-key kind of wish I did. Not gonna lie. Oh, hidden ability, Ladybug. Let's go.
You're faster than whatever it is that you came in on. You click an accuracy boosted sleep powder and start boosting quiver dances in its face. Boost your special.
Yeah, I low-key wish I did, to be honest with you.
And if your opponent allows enough quiver dances, basically this Pokemon is free to run away with the game. Because once it boosts up its special attack, it boosts up its speed, it gets boosted accuracy hurricanes and boosted power hurricanes.
You know what?
So it can
this is kind of bad for me.
Or Terra into a pure flying type, which will get even more of a calculated boost.
Can I get Mega Altaria so I can click Boom Burst with Fairy?
Very much so looking forward to it. Vivian, very, very strong. That's the team, guys. Let me know what y'all think. I'm looking forward to the season. Tune in. We'll be playing every single Sunday. And again, thanks again to Owen for allowing me back in the league. And with that being said,
Yeah, you're welcome, bro. I forgot to like this video. So no, I have Terra Gligar, Terra Quilladin, Terra Glade. So there's a couple lower tier options, but nothing crazy. Give us for crazy because we in space. True. D-Ray! D-Ray's about to be kicked because he didn't fucking put the paste bit in the description. ITZ Wativa. Dude, let's go, Doug.
Alrighty, guys, what is up? It's whatever here. We're coming at you.
Another I gotta turn Ant up too. He gotta fucking speak up as well.
And it's gonna be a fun one. We just did Ubers not too long ago, so we're going from the highs to the lows. This isn't like your typical low tier, quote unquote. We do allow quite a bit, you know. Those
No.
guys are old enough to know that. But yeah, you know, I think it's gonna be.
I will not lose.
Our first pick here. It's gonna be Arcanine 2.
Ring Smash.
Like that. We're pretty smart. One of the good tier guys on the first
Smash comes with a lose condition
not
of your
I wanted to really get like some sort of breaker.
opponent simply bringing mirror
could be defensive if I wanted to, but also be
herb. Addison's trying to gaslight me in my DMs right now about saying fucking what do you call it is bad, by the way.
Could be like bandage or life or something in there. But yeah. Next. Torn Eye. Now this guy can Terra.
Yeah, Addison's trying to glaze me, or not glaze me, trying to fucking gaslight me right now.
With Terra, this guy is a menace. Just
Let's go, big Terra.
Stab,
Yeah, I'm being gaslight gate girl boss.
Can't be offensive.
Yo, fucking Moonblast, chill out.
This guy's just gonna be versatile, fast, and just hit hard. Next I have Hydrapple.
Dude, speaking of Hydrapple, he's not allowed to Terra here because I'd be kind of broken, but
really strong at 120 special attack. It's gonna be able to break through a lot of things, especially like Nasty Plot, and even Fickle Beam, which
I feel like I kill. Yep. Just cried on being broken.
I think next year,
Don't lie, putting his opponent to false insecurity, they won't bring Shell Smash Blastoise. I'm not bringing Shell Smash, I'm not doing it. Nobody can make me. I won't do it. It's a bad item.
Something I was like, I looked at the board and I was like, I know that was up my speed tier, and as we go on, my speed tiers are not that good, but I feel like we can definitely.
I'm gonna give them
again, you know, while
the metal coat. I knew I wouldn't need that. Yeah, a little healing charm. Okay. Take those.
Poison and psychic immunity. What a great, you know, roll compression of everything there. Intimidate's gonna help a lot. We can even switch them if we wanted to.
Wanna bulk up?
You know what just those 4 things.
Young, you bulked up.
I
don't know about you, leave
tough.
tough.
Also pretty strong. Let's get something poison, so we'll see. Next is Slowbro. I looked at my team and I was like, wow, I don't switch in any of the top guys. There was like a Lycan Dusk, you know, there was a.
I think it's a valid thing to do, right? Is like the idea of
really strong.
Drafting around the top of the board.
You know, I just want something that will kind of help it.
Just seems smart.
But yeah, it's Slowbro. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be tanky, and it's gonna regen out. So we have a little bit of regen core now, which I think is pretty cool.
One singular dart, by the way. One dart and he's dead.
That can help rocks because you don't really have hazards too much. And then also Ghost Type for spin block and stuff like that. You know, those I think it's gonna be great. It's also going to be a good little defensive core that we have going on here.
Yeah, dude, it's literally just losing a teleport. If it kept port, it'd be so good still. But like, losing port is so bad. I think it'd actually be incredible if it kept port.
We're slow. We took like 4 guys in the 30s to 40s, so that's not a lot of speed. It only helps that a little bit. We can be on burn sets, but it's also already base 87. You know, Reckless.
This technically gives him spin as well. Very technically, like on the biggest technicality of all time. Because it is a him only, but it does give him spin. I'm so much higher level than these guys. Jesus.
So there's gonna be a lot of things like Weird Year. Weird Year's gonna be my secondary Terra captain. Why? Because he has pretty solid stats. Because you know, 103 HP, 70s in defenses, 105 in attacks. Solid, you know. We can change those typings. Intimidate can help Sapsip. It can also help Wiggle Terra Water with Sapsip. Then you know.
Dude, we're level 77 and we still haven't found a second dragon.
Yeah, he's just gonna be here. Helps with another Intimidator. Gives me normal type if I want to just keep him, and he's got a pretty good support move.
Nice, stupid. Why did I click skill shot?
Again, we're kind of showing up our speed tiers a little.
That's gonna lose Terrestrial Choice Fix Tachyon Killer.
Another support guy.
For my crown, like if it's max fit F, that's cool.
Those are main things I was looking for.
There's a lot of mods that like live hits if you like EV them too, you know?
It's tough. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of steel types left. Not a lot of fairies either, so I think it's a good typing of violence.
Doesn't tell me much about Masquerade being like good.
Just annoying support mod for me, that's mainly it.
Yo, Riunculus set up the psychic train. Do not fuck with that at all. Smash Spell, I guess. Actually, I kind of hope they, yeah. It died, but it's okay. I can still win, which is the important thing. So that's Ants. J-Bear, your favorite SPL analyst.
what is possibly, you got J Bear here, bringing you all the low tier Mayhem, I think, low tier draft league. And in this one, we got a doozy, because if you have not watched our BBR run,
It actually came up. Did you EV for that? It's pretty crazy.
And we obviously got all the pressure on us to run it back, you know? It's not the same league, but a lot of the same coaches. So
there you go.
If we got that team, I think we do have a team that's capable of doing it again. So let's just go ahead and
No, that's fucking nothing.
You
You done messed up. Hey, Ron.
Working extra hard, trying to get better at this game we call Pokemon. So if you want to come along for that ride, please do consider subscribing.
Dude, what a humble guy.
It will be uploaded on Sundays weekly, except for the draft analysis because Mother's Day we're pushing it.
Chat, do I lose to Tinkaton as well? Oh my god. Kill, please. Okay. Woo!
We got some low tier Pokemon. The draft board went up to 16 instead of 18. Best Pokemon allowed were stuff like Azelf and Crocodile. And we ended up at the 8th pick. You had 100 points, I think. Sounds right. To assemble your team of 9 to 11 Pokemon to win the league.
Oh, really?
With our pick, we decided to take
252, 252. Maximizing EVs is one of the most fun parts. Yeah, I think, like, as long as you're not over-maximizing them, like, I guess it's not over-maximizing them.
Strong fighting types early. Dark types are pretty prevalent in the tier. And
But
having a strong fighter to take care of those is pretty good. And I like Ian Shaw. I feel like it plays very well with me. Where someone who can, I think, pretty good will aggressively.
I'm gonna just spin and flip. Turn. True.
Be able to pivot them out.
Okay.
Awesome. The reckless matchups, they will be there.
There we go. Actually, so Mienshao was my round 2 I wanted. Now, obviously, went round 1, which meant that was never happening. But it was the guy I really wanted. Round 2.
Useful moves that Mienshao is looking at. You're looking at your fighting type coverage, right? Your close combat, high jump kick, typically maybe joint punch. You're looking at a lot of solid coverage options, knockoff, poison jab, triple axle. That'll get you most of the way there on Pokemon that aren't poison type. Poison type is the one.
I wanted Terra Mienshao, though. He got a better Terra Captain than Mienshao, which is valid, right? So,
probably one of the best.
I'm gonna keep in mind, but I really wanted Terra Mienshao.
Gyarados can't rationalize. You have up to 24 points to spend on Terra Captain. I bought Gyarados for 20. I think that this guy, he's gonna be a big investment, but oh boy, in the Gyarados matchup, so hard to prepare. He's like,
Yeah, I think this guy might be too good, to be honest. I think I'm on a bug a little bit.
It's pretty respectable.
Most matchups you can just feature when a friendly opportunity of five IVs and stats. It feels good. Yeah, I think that not, and again, I'm not saying you. I think that people think those come up more often than they actually do. Very often, speed creep plus max on the stat you're using and the rest in HP or attacking stat is just going to be better.
There's a lot of ways where hazards are rough. Ground is great because it takes that electric type matchup, flips it on its head. Takes a lot of ground weaknesses that you're pretty well able to cover. Grass might still be a bit of an annoyance. And then you have.
Can I please go to the area with dragons? Pretty please.
Staff Terra is always pretty good, and I feel like you have just a lot of good Terra options, man. Like, it really depends on the matchup. But I can see, like, if there was a Terra captain that I could see having, 7 different Terra types in the 9 weeks, maybe Gyarados. I think 3 of them would be flying, and you could have like 6 other Terra types. Like Gyarados is him, man. Up next, Hatterene. The hazard removal in this tier,
Hatterene.
I don't really appreciate, and so I just wanted to have, man. Like, it was great in NCP, and I feel like it will.
Go. What's up, Gabriel?
He also needed a special attacker, and that's what I got Hat for, man. Like, that's a very solid option too. The trick room cleaner.
Hat is like, I mean, it is. It is technically like hazard deterrence, right? Not like great, but it does deter hazards in a way. You can at least always secure that they don't go up, or in most instances, secure they don't go up. One singular dart, by the way. This guy's so strong.
Also means, makes it a little bit easier for me to hash onto my opponent's side, because I think Mienshao really appreciates spikes, especially, like, super nice for it. Mienshao, because then, like, spike and deeper, and eventually you'll get through that poison type. They can't really wear you down with Rocky Helmet, so it's just great. I think that's a great combination for my Mienshao. Up next, I have no word, man. This thing sucks.
Hello, right? Oh, shit. I don't like that I'm slower now, though, probably. Don't like that. Best pairings with Terra, Torn, T in an OU draft. So just standard. Thank you for the 5, by the way, Mr. Booty Flute. Such a funny name, by the way. I love that name. Best Torn pairings. W. What are the best Torn pairings? I love it with Hazard, so like a Tinglu. Screen sales is my favorite one to use in low tier. That's valid. I think a Tinglu is very valid. I like Tinglu a lot. Strong fighter. Again, more momentum to kind of like just like accent Torn, you turning around forever. Like if you can get like Torn T, Tinglu, Pecharunt, Demon Core. I'm here for that. I think that'd actually be like an ideal start, and then get some really strong mid-tier breakers after that. Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, like that defensive core seems like all-encompassing. Plus, it opens up Torn to be a little bit more offensive. Tusk. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you can get an extra Tusk, hell yeah, brother. You know, like, that's sick. However, very often, that's not the case. Oh, double Rhyperior! But yeah, I'd say like a Tinglu Peck. Tinglu Gold, another one. I've seen it do well with Hisuian Samurott as well. Draft the best thing, draft Ogerpon Cornerstone. Hey, I like Ogerpon Cornerstone. I don't know if that's the pick in round 2, though, with Dorn.
Like, I'm not taking Sandslash personally, but like other than that, it's like Toadscroll. I didn't really want Toadscroll. I actually did have Toadscroll. That's neither here nor there, but I think I saw this Rhyperior and it was just speaking to me in a way that very few Pokemon have recently, so I just wanted to take it. Up next, Quillfish. I said this during my drafting phase.
Quill.
Like, right before I pick Quillfish, I'm like, if I get sniped with Quillfish, man, like, I don't know what I'm doing. This thing is like so integral to this plan, which you don't really want.
It was very integral to the plan. He literally told me that when he was like leaving me a pick that night. He was like, if this gets sniped, I'm screwed. So I hope it doesn't get sniped. That's pretty much it.
Well, then I don't really have any overlap with my BBR winning team, but Quillfish and Overgrowth, they're kind of like cousins, so I thought that would be like
Dream Punch.
things that I needed.
There you go.
We are ground weak.
Rhyperior Ditto.
My next pick was Bisharp, but no.
True.
Also, kind of psychic weak. Bisharp, I think it's gonna be a challenge.
In the cut, Garganackle. Terrawater my wrist, Aerodactyl. Ugh. I think Bisharp has some room to be really cool in low tier too. Don't tell Jason I said that. He'll like disown me as a friend. But I think it definitely does have some really strong potential. Don't want close combat. As strong as it is, I am no Wolf Glick. Really need to find the dragon bio, man. There you go.
Up next, we need a ground resist of All the Snow. I thought this guy would be super cool with Veil and my ground resist here. Clicking like Blizzard and like strong moves. Like it doesn't have a super strong stat, but like when you're clicking like Blizzard and Warhammer, you can kind of mask the fact that your stat is quite low by doing damage with the
We'll do a PP up in 7.
solid earthquake coverage.
Good start, buddy. The folks in your Discord that do a lot of tiering, trying to do a Natix board, but the resources are scarce. Yeah, I mean, like, there are probably people in my server who do tiering in general, but like Nat decks, almost any ability, dude, you're gonna have some. It's gonna be tough, bro. I can't think of anybody who's gonna have a bag in that, you know. It seems like a very niche format. Wow, 3 hit on Chestnut's crazy. This guy's so strong. I really hate this visual glitch that happens. It drives me nuts. I can't see what my HP is at. Makes me so mad.
It's not good. It's never been good. So like it doesn't really line up with my drafting philosophy. But Bisharp is just something I want to do. Like Garrett, very prolific setups with an attacker in this tier. Something that I really good.
I would ask you could ask on the server, but I'm not sure. Your best bet honestly might be SPL. So like SPL is obviously I'm not playing in it, but SPL is doing a almost any ability league. It's gonna be Paldea decks, but I'm sure that you could use that as like inspiration. You know.
My draft. Please stick with the rest of the season. It's gonna be a fucking blast, man. I love low tier. That's I never played very much, but yeah. Shout out to low tier. Shout out to the admin team of this one. Pretty similar to the admin team of BBR. I actually don't know who's in and who's out, but like,
it is the admin team for the BBR, to be honest.
You guys see me winning another league, maybe. All right. Until next time, J-Bear out. Peace.
Till next time, J-Bear out. Peace. Okay. Next up is Kigo. Big Schmeeg.
We are back with another draft analysis, and today we're talking about
somebody who's speaking loud.
Maybe one of my favorite draft league formats. I did really well in it last time out. That's the best Wi-Fi league I've had in a long time, and I'm super excited for the season. We unbanned a lot of very powerful Pokemon.
Yeah, Keegan did really well in LTM last year.
Using this year, Gengar is back in the metagame. Will we finally find the metagame Gengar is actually good in? It's not even going to be draft. We'll be good in SV low tier. Let's see. So many cool things to come out, and I've got a super powerful team. If you guys are excited for this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you have not already. We are so close to hitting 1,000.
Shout out to Gengar.
Every subscription helps a ton towards hitting that goal.
Oh my god, it's doing it again. I hate this glitch.
You're always going to get a crappy pick if you're me. But with all these unbans, it kind of creates a situation.
He says this, but he got first pick in his own league and didn't do good. So checkmate, liberal.
That's happened a lot with Miasquarada. I got Miasquarada twice at the back wheel in BBR, and today we have Gudra Hisui. What a pickup this is at the 14th pick. This was one of the top picks I think in the last low tier, in the last LTM we did, which kind of speaks to what we've done. We've been a lot of Pokemon.
Who won last LTM? It was Vepsis.
Last season is at least that I found was I was not
Vepsis Addison finals, and Vepsis won.
In this metagame, and man, that means I'm getting Gudra 14th pick. I'll take that. There are not a lot of fairy types.
Gudra Hisui and Terracinisha makes me want to cry. Yeah, it's pretty nasty
It's a powerful
core.
trigger, 110 special attack.
Oh, we got the dragon biome.
You also get this all those fairies, especially Terra Fairy. A lot of the times when I played low tier last time when I had Regidrago, that threatened a lot of powerful Draco Meteors and such.
Okay,
So
we need to.
Fairy to get around that. That's not an option with Guja Hisui. I can drop a flash cannon, that Pokemon, no problem. So this Pokemon, especially as a first round pick, is
I need to
so
reset
powerful.
this so that I don't keep having this visual glitch. Oh my god, it's driving me fucking
You've got
nuts.
so much good stuff going with this Pokemon. But what you're really here for is that 150 special defense, such a good special wall, especially in a metagame where we're open Terra, there are a lot of powerful Terra captains. Having a Dragon Steel typing very good defensively forces some awkward Terra.
Yeah, Dragon Steel's great.
Super excited to have this Pokemon.
I really like Guja last season.
That I love to use. Next
I've
up,
been very vocal. I know.
this is a Pokemon.
I think you're wrong, but it's okay.
In the video, we can't be doing this. We can't be talking about Jason that much. He was using Terra's Initiative, I'm pretty sure, just Initiative in general, to really good effect in the last BBR season. And I saw
Okay,
that
down that
This
goes.
Pokemon's really good. And we have Terra's Initiative a lot of low tier. Now, there's a very powerful Pokemon Terra Captain-wise available here. The main one being Terra Gyarados. I used that a lot like a couple years ago in the GBU, and that Pokemon was really good in SV, just generally, but it's like a low tier Terra Captain. It's got to be broken out in low tier too.
An amazing item, a healing charm. Oh, double healing charm.
It's super fun, super good in low tier as well.
Man, can these people go
It
away?
gives me a ghost type. Like, there's so many things.
Please?
About Sinistcha.
Don't die, don't die.
Pokemon that can,
Oh my god,
operate-
Cardon's
a
broken.
little more physical check here, and that typing, but it gives me
There
a
we
fun
go.
thing. If you know and kind of understand and kind of get a perspective.
Was that side spam? Yeah, that's that Sun side spam. It was cool. It was a really cool team, actually.
Essentially gives you so much flexibility with that between Calm Mind, Iron Defense, as well as just being a pretty good defensive piece, and especially a good special attack. Like Machagacha is like a crazy move.
Yeah,
like,
Machagacha is a broken
so many
move.
good utility moves
It's
on
like
the ball, but my
the
Pokemon
definition of
is
modern
a
Pokemon move.
game winner for me. So next up, we go for Tauros Meldialpha. I think we dropped this Pokemon a few points from last time. This Pokemon is still pretty good. This is a water type primarily on this team. An intimidating water type is obviously very, very useful in draft. You see something like Quillfish that I picked up in the last league. I'll look at that in the next video for that league, which is super, super useful. And this also helps turn the corner a little bit. It gives me a lot of priority option. I have Aqua Jet. It is another setup.
There she is. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Perfect amount of chip. Let's get us a Garchomp on the team.
Decent bulky water type that can also push through
Perfect.
break the normals, which will be
Okie dokie was fun to play with. Yeah, that guy's also really strong. I think that guy might be more broken than Terra Sinistra, to be honest with you.
And Shadow, like Ghost typing is like a little bit better than Grass type in terms of like coverage broadly. So if we have a good way to check normal type, that's gonna be super awesome. And then a good water check, just a Pokemon is a water type, bulky water in theory. Not a lot of recovery on this Pokemon, but certainly this is like just a really good kind of mid-round offensive defensive Pokemon. Really
Okay.
100% intimidating.
Pick another Pokemon up.
Turn the corner on some of those team levels.
Rogue Ball.
So we get into my next pick of Talent Play,
Go.
and at this point, looking at the board, one of the things with
Stay on the ball.
that can be difficult to manage is you can run out of options really quick for rolls. And we get to round 4, and there's not a lot
There we
of
go.
time with speed.
Yeah,
left.
this was like the speed
There's a lot of
round.
fire types as well.
Everybody got their
More
speed
options. Like, why are they all fire
immediately
fire
this
types?
round.
This metagame dominated by fire type Pokemon. Nice to know. We have Tauros Meldialpha, good bulky water for those fire types. But Talent Play was a good speed option. At 126, it is going to be at the top end of that speed, right? Like that is going to be one of the faster options that you have available. The problem is the rest of the stats leave a little bit to be desired. We're going to be forced to run boots on this almost every week. Just due to the nature of it. Will be spoilers. Our only hazard remover is a defogger. So you do have hazard removal on this team. Another thrower is going to be super gas.
Look at there, and we'll go
Speed option,
boom
I will say
burst.
this
Why
one does
not?
lack a little bit. Well, it lacks
I do want to
power,
catch
which
Haxorus.
definitely
That'd be a
is
cool one too.
it has just so much going for it on its moveset. It maintains a roost, which is important for a Pokemon like this. SD is a really popular set that you'll see. Spidef Bulk is obviously a very, very good set as well with something like this Pokemon. You have access to Will-O-Wisp, which is nice taunt for utility. You have all the special moves as well. I guess you have agility. I don't think that's ever going to be too relevant. But this Pokemon's got a lot going on for it still, despite the fact that
We'll
it has
bulk
some
up
engine,
and we'll
your
boom burst one more time.
base stats for attacks doesn't have that. Flying coverage is one still very, very good, and two, this can still provide a little bit of defensive value, given the fact that it has a roost.
Oh my god, stay in the ball!
Overall, the goal
There we
is
go.
the fastest Pokemon in the matchup, threaten those speed tiers, and maybe be an endgame win con if need be. Mudsdale, there's not much I need to say about Mudsdale, right? Really reliable ground type, sets up Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, very powerful Earthquake, 125 base attack, by the way. Like, these Earthquakes are not trivial to switch into, and in a metagame like a low tier, where everything's just like kind of like weaker, finding these type of Pokemon that can put offensive pressure on, especially like in your defensive Pokemon,
Okay.
your opponent's defensive backbone is going to be super key in a league like this. And with stamina, right? Like Earthquake Body Press is such a good set of coverage. The only thing really punching that is a flying type, and you have Snow Knights for that. Like, Mudsdale's got a lot of really good coverage as a primary Stealth Rock role. This one has a lot going on for it, especially in low tier, and this is why I've used it quite a few times, right? It's just a solid, reliable ground type. It gets up Stealth Rocks, deals a lot of damage, trades. I look at Pokemon like this, it's like how much percent damage are you doing over the course of the game? And between the powerful Earthquake,
How much percent damage? It's the most Keegan sentence of all time.
across your opponent's team, by putting this on your team as a Stealth Rocker. So super excited to have this Pokemon. Now we start to get
How much
near-
percent damage?
Like, okay, this is what I mean by low tier, right? One of my big things about low tier is it's a format where you're trying to bring a bunch of flawed Pokemon together to make a cohesive unit. And Monkey Dory is like the perfect example of the flawed Pokemon, right? It's got a lot of special attack, 130, it's got a 106 speed tier, that kind of helps in that speed tier, right? We have 126, we have 100, now we got 106. So our speed tiers for low tier looking pretty decent. The problem is this Pokemon, it just has not seen the success in any of the formats that it's been in, which is kind of surprising, right? You look at 130 special attack, I think it's really that 106 speed that's holding it back. But low tier is a much slower format. And that's where we're really going to be hoping to take advantage of this Pokemon in a slower format, is to say, look, we have access to...
Oh, that guy just had 4 normal
Pokemon,
moves.
not a lot of steel types as well, so in a bit of a slower format, Toxic becomes that much better. Taunt, great move. Nasty Plot as well, gives me an extra win condition, super awesome. This Pokemon is like the perfect, it has all the tools, it feels like it should be good, it just hasn't put the numbers on the board, and I think low tier is a perfect opportunity to use it.
I hope this doesn't kill.
We just got to show that it can actually leverage
Damn.
its strengths in this format. And
I thought it minus 1. Oh, I was neutral. Damn, I was like, I want that guy.
At the speed tier. But I'm
Run for it.
actually now.
It happens.
Next up, we have Frostlass. This gets us our 110, which is super nice. So now we have like what 106, 126, and 110, and 100. So really good on the speed tiers now.
I really wanted
This is just,
Frostlass,
like,
actually. I got sniped on that.
Perfect lead Pokemon, especially in low tier, right? If you run into someone without hazard removal, or you run into someone who's weak to ice types, this is a perfect lead and a perfect check at the 110 speed tier. Like this is, I mean, for me, I'm a big dedicated lead guy when it comes to building my teams. Drafting them is kind of whatever. But like this is like truly the perfect lead that you can have, especially in a tier like low tier. Will-O-Wisp, Thunderwave, Trick, Taunt, Spikes, Screens, Haze, Destiny Bond. Like it's got every utility move you could possibly want out of the lead. And our main goal is to get up hazard, put a little bit of offensive pressure with that ice and shadow.
My main goal is to blow up.
In the morning.
When are we gonna go to Giovanni using stall in draft league when it's like consistent? I don't know. It's not a playstyle I'm super comfortable with. I used it in that one specific game.
It's just a neutral wall. You need some of these Pokemon to help you get around a little bit. And we have good Pokemon on the defensive side of things in terms of
against what's his name?
But still more defensively focused.
Against Dell and BBL. I like brought hard stall. I think the team that I have in LTM can totally run hard stall. By the way, I think that's another thing. It's like the team I have in LTM this season can totally run hard stall. 100%.
Need to use these Pokemon to get away around the team. We're gonna go through quickly through the last two Pokemon because they're not super exciting. Regirock here is just
big Regirock. Let's go Flying Resist. No, he's exciting. That guy's goated.
And just another good utility Pokemon. Someone else just like go to defensively, like 200 defense is kind of crazy. It does have like a lot of interesting setup moves. A Pokemon that like as I've talked, I called ADV a lot here in this video, but certainly Pokemon if you watch ADV Draft League has certainly started to really perform.
Oh my god.
I think will be a decent addition to this team. And then last pick we pick Beautifly. Look, you know what? I don't know. I'm not a big sticky web believer, but if I can force people to prep for sticky webs in their prep, then I'm good with that. That's good value. And hey, maybe I run into someone who doesn't have a and I can bring a fine Pokemon team, bring Beautifly, throw webs up on turn 1, and we're good to go. So that is the team for low tier Mayhem. A little bit of a more of a showdown analog style draft analysis at this time, but I think I kind of want to get into more waffling than I usually do with stuff like this. I think that kind of plays too. My thought process is
Keegan waited too long. Is the thought process?
What do you thought of the team in the comments down below? Super excited to get going with this one. Week 1 we play against Jason. Great. That's why we're always talking about him. He's on my mind. We're playing him this week. Gonna be super exciting battle. We always have a great battle. He just came off a loss in the finals of the BBR against Shaver. He's gonna want to get back in the winning column. So let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we get ourselves on a 1-0 start, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Yeah. Alrighty, gang. I'm gonna end early. Regirock someone's 8-mon draft go. Dude, I draft that guy all the time in 8-mon. Love that guy. Great low point rocker. Alright. I do really quick want to give you guys a fun. I can't watch it on stream because I'll get copyright struck. But this is a great draft analysis. This is my favorite draft analysis from the league. Watch Kurt's draft analysis. It's 4 minutes. It's really fun. Please go watch it if you're watching this VOD. But I'm going to end stream early because I do have to get ready for work. And yeah, I'm going to jump off. Maybe we'll come back on and play some more Pokerogue later when I get home and watch the rest of them. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Adios.